Hello, buddy. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's title is Stop Whipping the Cows. Stop whipping the cows. So I'm going to wait for Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook to go out there and notify all the followers out there. I really appreciate it. And I'll wait for comments to come on. And we'll get started just in a little bit. For those of you that are watching just the beginning of the video, make sure you go to roberthollis.com/free. And you not only can see virtually hundreds and hundreds of the videos that I've done showing people on how to be successful, but get a copy of my free book. So here we go. Now, hello, Bill. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Hi, Craig. Hey, John. Nice to see you on here. Hey, Deborah. Great to see you on here. Thank you so much. Happy day to you guys. And we'll get started just in a little bit. I really love sharing this story. I always love sharing all the, the aha moments and the paradigms and the philosophy shifts. So hi, Vernee. Hi, Melody. Hi, Dustin. How are you? Great to have you guys on here. And I see it's a minute after, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So hello, buddy. My name is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. The title for today is Stop Whipping the Cows. Stop whipping the cows. Now, one of the things that I've learned is stories and parables and just theoretical examples. They just really get into our psyche, but they only will, again, if the student's ready, the teacher appears. And so one of the things that I'll never forget is this constant thing that people say when they're building a company. The first thing that you hear is, good help is hard to find. Good help is hard to find. And if you're in this business of building an organization of like-minded people that want to supplement, if not double or replace their income, the number one thing I get all the time is, hey, I have a couple of people that got involved in my company or got involved in my organization and team, and I can't get them to do anything. I can't get them motivated. What can I do to get this person motivated? And one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that when people ask me, how do you motivate people? I only know of one way, and that's leading by example. If there's individuals that are following you and you're consistently on a daily basis doing something that they can follow, then guess what? Now they got a way of doing it. So, hey, Aaron, great to have you on here. Hi, Ron. Hi, Lilis. Michael, great to have you on here. Kai, I got the moo comment. So here we go. So one of the things is that I want to give you a theoretical example or a parable. So this will really get in your psyche. So first step, I want you to imagine that you own a dairy farm. You own a dairy farm. And on that farm, you have 100 cows. 100 cows. And just for example, let's say that each cow, I worked on a dairy farm, and the cows need to be milked at least twice a day. You know what I mean? Early in the morning, and then of course at night before they go to sleep. And so let's just say that they produce a gallon of milk a day, just for example. So you have 100 cows and you produce 100 gallons of milk. All right, you following me? So let's just say that you have a couple of customers, and let's just say that it's a school, and you actually provide milk, and all of a sudden what happens is the school or maybe the store, they reach out to you and say, hey, listen, we're starting another school district, we're a part of this, and we need another 100 gallons of milk. Another 100 gallons. And so the very first thing that you do is you look at your existing dairy cows and they're producing a gallon a day. So what you do is you try to get these cows to produce more milk. And you can do that through promotions. You can say, hey, you know what? If you guys produce another milk, you get another feeding day. I'll give you a treat. I'll give you a trophy. I'll give you a ring. You know, here's the rings over here. I'll give you praise and recognition. I'll give you a trip. I'll give you anything. And what you'll realize is that everyone tries to motivate. Don't you want the next rank? You know, so maybe we give all the cows pins, you know what I mean? Our trophies for producing 2 gallons, unless, you know, the other ones are. And what you'll find, and it's proven in science forever, is that 3% of people will say, whoa, that's really nice. That's cool that you gave me a promotion. That's really, really cool that, you know, you're willing to give me a trip, or you're willing. So you always have these 3% of people out of all the cows. So 100 cows, you got 3 cows that will go, yeah, hey, thank you very much. I'm doing this anyway. So I can step up my game a little bit and take your money, take your trophies, you know, whatever you're going to offer in the promotion. I'll do it. The other 97% of the cows sort of feel bad. It's like, oh my God, you know, why does Aaron always get the trophy? Why does Aaron, you know, always get the extra money? You know, why does Aaron always win all these competitions? And so that's the other 97% of the cows feel bad. So there's another way that you can do it. Other than promotions, what you can do is sort of beat up on them a little bit. You see what I mean? It's like, hey, why won't you guys do this? So now you did promotions and you made 97% of the cows, you know, unhappy. They're like, why won't you give it to me? There's this thing right now happening in the world called quiet quitting. And quiet quitting basically means, hey, you know what? I'm not going to go the extra mile. I'm not going to do extra stuff to get a raise and promotion. But, listen closely, but I want what the top people are getting. I want you to pay me more for doing what I'm going to do every day, which is as little as humanly possible. So then what we do is we say, hey, listen, we're going to start doing special events for the 3%. No, that's not what we said. Listen, if you hit this 1K rank, if you hit this 5K rank, then what I'll do is I'll allow you into this exclusive group. And again, 3% of the people get in it. They don't stay in it. But they fall backward. So then what we do is we start beating them up a little bit. It's come on, you can get 1K. Come on, you can get 5K. Come on. Don't you want this for your family? Don't you want to quit your job? Don't you want to? And now what you're doing is you're making them feel bad. And here's what really people don't realize is now it's not fun to be in this. It's not flexible. They're not doing it on their own terms. Now they feel like they got another boss. Now they feel like they got another person that's making them do more than they want to. So there's this phrase out there that's always said, you know, let people that want to sit. Let people that want to crawl. Let people that want to walk. Let the ones that want to run. Let the ones that want to run and win races. So you always want to work with them based on what you're doing. But if you whip up the cows and you're constantly putting contests together and you're excluding people that are the sitters and the crawlers from certain stuff that you're doing because they're not producing more milk, they produce less. They produce less. So now instead of 100 gallons, now what you're doing is you're getting 75 gallons. Not every cow is producing because you're not making it fun. You're not loving them and for who they are. You see what I'm saying? So what people do is they keep saying, hey, how do I motivate people? You don't motivate people. What you do, if the school and the stores need another 100 gallons, is you go out and you get another 100 cows. Oh, Robert, oh my God. I've already did that. When I first got in, I got excited, I focused, I put my head down. I already went out and got 100 cows. Why can't these 100 cows get 100 cows? Why do I got to go get another 100 cows? Because that's the way it works. If you get another 100 cows, now you got the 3 cows that wanted to make the awards and everything. Now you got 6. Now, see, the numbers stay the same, but now you got 100 cows. Now you got 200 cows. So now you're fulfilling the contract so you don't lose your customers. And then you got 6 people that you can work with. They'll reach out to you. Listen, how do you hit 50K? How do you hit 100K? And you work with the ones that want to run. You work with the ones, they'll reach out to you. Me and Aaron Parker today had an incredible conversation, and it's amazing. The people that are my top producers reached out to me. Huh? What? Yeah, Candace reached out to me. Aaron reached out to me. Tomas reached out to me. So I'm going to make it a level playing field. I'm going to allow everyone just to plug into whatever I'm doing. And the ones that want to be more than average. What a lot of people don't realize is that 80% of the people that get involved in this business just want to be involved. They just want to be a part of the family. I know this is sacrilegious and I don't mean it to be, but they just want to plug into the enthusiasm, the excitement of people that are going somewhere and doing things. So they treat it like church. And when I mean treat it like church, they keep showing up to all the events. They just don't bring anybody. You're like, hey, the congregation is only 200 people. Why isn't it going to 400? Why isn't it going to 800? Because a majority of the people are not going to bring anybody. The average is still 2.5. I have just a little over 30,000 people in my group. And when you see the amount of what that averages into per customer, that's 2.5. The numbers are still there. So I don't expect anybody. I would love 1 million. My goal is to get 1 million people that just do 90 in points. Have you ever figured that out? I know those are crazy numbers. Let's do 30,000, right? So if you have 30,000 people and you take that times 90, that's 2.7 million in volume. 10% of that, you'd be making $270,000 a month. Are you guys getting this? And so what people do is they want to take this little tiny, focus, right? And they just go in and they just get a group, and then they get a rank advance, and some of their people get a rank advance, and then they stop. And then they start everything that they think about. All their focus is, how can I get my existing group to do something? No. You go find another group, and a few people want to make above average, and then you go get another group, and then you do another group. You always consistently go out and focus on getting another 100 cows. Now, it's an analogy, so each and every one of you, don't go to your group and say, hey, you got to watch this video because you're one of these cows that only produce a gallon of milk. That's not what this is about. This is about you making everyone regardless if they just want to be a member and buy product every once in a while. They never bring in anybody. Don't exclude them from anything. Allow them to show up. Allow them to be a part and just love up on them. You know, what if I seen a post today or yesterday, and it said, you will become so fulfilled and happy and full of peace when you no longer expect anyone to do anything. It's unrealistic expectations. So I thank God, and I mean this, I thank God all the time, every day, all day, that I had a mentor that told me, Robert, it's a lot of people doing a little bit. Just find ways to go get more people, get more cows, get more cows, get more cows. And people go, how long should you do that? As long as you want to help people. So allow the people that get in and buy every once in a while to do that. Allow people, love up on them, if they come in and they got a few customers or affiliates, depending on their philosophy, depending on the way they think, right? So some people are all customers. Some people are all builders. Want to guess what I am? Been in for 4.5 years, and I have 17 customers. That ought to tell you which one I am. I have 134 front levels, 134 active front levels. Thank you, Bobby. Boy, I see some great people on here, Bobby and Mike, and a lot of people that I just love you guys. Thank you so much for jumping on and supporting. And so this is what messes people up, is they, and then there's going to be some people that want to have just enough quiet quitting. Listen to me, there's nothing wrong with that. They're just going to make enough money to cover their auto ship. They just want to provide quality, incredible products to their family, and they want to make enough to cover their auto ship. Then there's a group of people that want to make just a few $100s. The majority of the people that have ever got involved in this industry, and why large companies that focus on this, Amway, goes from 4.5 million to 4.9 million. They grew $400 million. Why? Because they allow people just to do what they want when they want. They might change, they might quit, they might work for a while and then stop. They might say, hey, listen, I want to make inflations and the cost of gas. That's taking a few $100s out of my pocket. I want to find a way not only to get the products, but I also want to make an extra $300-400 a month. The thing that people mess up most in network marketing is they think the numbers change from network marketing to the way it is worldwide. And ladies and gentlemen, only 5% of the people in the United States makes over 200 grand. Not everyone wants to make $200,000, but 5% do. 5% do. What about $1 million? Less than 1%. So we got what? 80,000 active affiliates or something, and maybe it's higher. Maybe it's 300,000. But whatever the number is of active affiliates inside of MDC, why only 20 of them make made over $1 million in commissions? Why do only 20 of them have this plaque? Interesting, isn't it? So if you would focus on the kind of people that you want in your group, if you're a customer person, find people that love getting customers. If you're a builder like I am, I like having 30,000 people responsible for my income, like the video I did yesterday. But you need to focus on finding new cows, new people that are at the right place at the right time. See, there's a lot of people in this world, billions. I've already heard someone say 8 billion. I don't know if we're there. But you want to find the people and let them do what they want to. Just consistently ask them. You know, don't make them feel guilty for not being on a training. Don't make them feel guilty for not being on the training. Don't make them feel guilty for not plugging in. You don't have to constantly remind people that want a better lifestyle. Because when you find the right people at the right time, like a Standitz Graham, I talked to her over 4.5 years ago. She wasn't ready. She wasn't interested. She was doing okay. Me and Aaron Parker were talking about this today. But she led me to Candice Bure Davis. Bam! And then I had to wait for 4 years for Tanisha Graham to come in and break the company record. 100K in 22 days. How many Tanisha Grahams do you think that are out there? Hundreds of thousands, millions. And so that's why you want to help people, help them talk to their chicken list. Mike, instead of find a herd, find a bull or a cow that leads the herd. Don't try to whip cows to become the leader. Find the leader. Find the person that every time that the cow moves or the bull moves, everyone follows them. Get that person, Mike. Little different thinking, right? Different paradigm. So, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. If no one's told you you can succeed or be happy and fulfilled, let me be the first. And I just know that you can do this. But you want to do it at your level. Doesn't mean that just because you make no money, but you buy the products, that you can't recruit someone like me. Get that out of your head. Zeros, no heroes. Duds, no studs. So you want to put a simple system together where people can point, guide, and direct when they're ready. So thank you very much, Melody. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Kai. Julie, thank you very much. Jim, Vernie, Marty, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Ola, Adrene, Deborah, again, Bobby, Aaron, thank you guys so much. Love and appreciate you guys. And talk to you real soon. See you on a video tomorrow. I think I had a title for a video tomorrow, but I don't remember what it was. But we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Bye for now.